Hello guys, welcome to Tech Bonsai. My name is Chiru and I'm from Karnataka. Looking at the thumbnail, you already know what the video is about. Yes, we are going to unbox the Xiaomi Pad 7 today, which is one of the best performing tablet in the market. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the unboxing of the Pad 7. I know that this tablet was launched pretty back around a few months ago in the early Jan 2025, but yet here we are because this tablet is such a beast in this price segment compared to its other competitive tablets in the market. And also it is a very good time of the year to buy the smartphones and tablets because we all know that the GST has been reduced drastically from 28% to 18%. And also since it is a festive season, there are multiple offers available, and also we can get the bank offers as well with no cost EMIs. So I feel like it is the best time to invest in a device such as the Xiaomi Pad 7. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the unboxing of the Pad 7. Now, as soon as the lid is removed, the first thing you're going to notice is the main tablet itself. Then we have a box with the Xiaomi branding on it, which is basically some documentation. Then we have another box with the charger and cable in it, where the cable is a USB Type A to Type C cable, which has some orange tint on it representing the Xiaomi logo. Then we have a charger, which is a 45 watt fast charger, which is decent for a budget tablet. My first impression about the Xiaomi Pad 7 is wow. I mean, look at it. The polish, the metallic texture, it's amazing. I must say that this is one of the finest looking tablets available in the market right now. But the bad part is that it is a fingerprint magnet. It doesn't look good with the fingerprints all over the place. I mean, it's alright because it's a tablet and we'll definitely use it with a case, so we can just ignore it. The good part is that the weight distribution of this tablet is very good. It weighs around 545 grams to be precise, but still you won't feel that you're using a half a kilo tablet in your hands. It is a good thing for gamers, which will come in the later part. But first, let's get into the design part. Coming to the design part, it's still the same aluminum build present on the previous Pad 6, but this one is a bit more polished. The camera of the Pad 7 is inspired by the Xiaomi 14 series, including the fact that there is only a single camera on its back. The rest three holes are dummies. मैं तो कुछ और ही समझ रहा था. Also on the back side of the tablet, you can see the pogo pins where you can attach your dedicated Xiaomi keyboard, which is sold as an accessory similar to the Focus pen. The color of the tablet we have today is called the graphite gray. You also have two more color options such as the Mirage purple and the sage green. But I personally found the gray color to be a bit more attractive and professional. Now you also get an option to go with the nano texture display, which is basically another layer of display which reduces glares and reflections on your screen, especially in the outdoor conditions. Yes, it's an option Xiaomi is offering, especially for the people who love to watch movies or content on the go. Especially if you're a person who travels frequently, this adds a very good advantage over the normal display. I personally do not recommend to all of you guys because here we are trying to find the best budget tablet in the market. But for the people who frequently travel outside and watches content on the go, definitely the Pad 7 has your back. Coming to the ports and buttons, on the top we have the volume up and down button, two microphones, and the magnetic hold for the Xiaomi stylus pen. On the right hand side, we have two stereo speakers and a Type C port, which is a USB 3.2 Gen 1 port. On the left hand side, we have the power button and two stereo speakers with another microphone. And at the bottom,
पीछे देखो पीछे पीछे तो देखो
अबे जल्दी बोल कल सुबह पनवेल निकलना है
we have nothing. Some of the videos out there mentions that the Pad 7 doesn't support the video output, but I see that the Pad 7 does support the video output of 4K up to 60 Hz. Looks like the Pad 7 had a very good update recently. There are some disadvantages of the Pad 7 as well, such as this tablet doesn't have a 4G 5G support and it is a Wi-Fi only model. Xiaomi could have at least given it as an option, but it is what it is. Also, this tablet doesn't have a 3.5 mm jack, no expandable micro SD card slot, and also no fingerprint sensor as well. You have to solely rely on the number pad and the facial recognition. It is not a bigger concern because the facial recognition works surprisingly well in all the conditions which I tested. Now, let's get into the display part. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, please go ahead and click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on more similar videos. Coming to the display, the Pad 7 has a squarish display with an aspect ratio of 3:2, whereas the previous Pad 6 had a ratio of 16:10. So the display looks a bit bigger now. The display is protected by Corning Gorilla Glass 3, which is the good part, but still you have to be a bit more careful since it is a 11-inch display. But I'm sure the Pad 7 won't be giving up on you so easily like your ex did.
तोबा 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 थारा मूड खराब कर दिया.
Jokes apart, coming back to the display, the Pad 7 has a 11.2-inch 3.2K IPS LCD display with a high refresh rate of 144Hz and 800 nits of brightness in peak brightness mode. It also has 68 billion colors, so watching movies or contents is definitely going to be very amazing since it also has Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos in it.
He is the biggest criminal. He is the biggest businessman. This is the biggest national issue. Violence, violence, violence. I don't like it. I avoid. But violence likes me.
But something I noticed in this tablet is that the blacks are not up to the mark and the blacks are a bit visible if you're watching movies in a darker room. It's not a bigger problem because if you're watching movies in the daytime, it's barely visible. The display also supports the P3 color gamut and you also get other color options such as the original color pro, vivid, saturated and adaptive color mode. The display has 144Hz adaptive refresh rate technology where the refresh rate is automatically adjusted based on the content you are watching. You can set the refresh rate to 60, 90 and 144Hz manually, but still I personally do not prefer it because the battery consumption will be high and not all the apps support or require such high refresh rates. You also get something called as the Hydro Touch where you can use the tablet even if you have a wet hands. But please note that there is no IP rating for this tablet, so just don't do it.
Hello, how are you? I am under the water. Please help me. Here too much raining.
Xiaomi also claims that this display is TUV rain and flicker free certified, which means that the display has a very good PWD dimming rate. And of course, this tablet has both Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos too, and it is supported with 4 stereo speakers, and the clarity and loudness is yes, the speakers are as good as that. Just listen to these samples. You also get various high resolution audio codecs such as AAC, LDAC, and LHDC. So connecting to external speakers or devices is no problem at all. Now, performance is where the Xiaomi Pad 7 stands out among all the competitive tablets in the price segment because it is equipped with the latest 7 Plus Gen 3 processor, which we already know that it is a fantastic performing processor. The Xiaomi Pad 7 comes with two different variants, which is 8 and 12 GB RAM variants. The main difference is with the storage part because if you go with the 128 GB variant, you get the UFS 3.1, whereas the 256 GB variant comes with the UFS 4.0, which has higher read and write speeds. It makes sense because you also don't get the expandable micro SD card slot. So going with the 256 GB variant makes sense to me. The Antutu score of the Pad 7 is about 1.4 million and the Geekbench scores are also pretty good. Coming to the CPU stability test, it also got 91%, which means that the Pad 7 can handle almost any kind of games with ease, at least based on the papers. Let's test it in the real world. I played Genshin Impact for a while and got an average frame rate of 59 FPS in the highest settings, which is pretty good than any other phones and tablets with the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 processor. Now, the most awaited question is whether the Pad 7 can handle the BGMI with good FPS. Let's find out. The BGMI on the Pad 7 supports Extreme Plus or 90 FPS in smooth settings, Extreme or 60 FPS in balanced HD as well as the HDR settings. It also supports the Ultra HDR settings up to Ultra or 30 FPS. How cool is that? I must say that Xiaomi has done a very good job in tuning the performance of the Pad 7. Also, one downfall I noticed in the Pad 7 is that the graphics are a bit cartoonish and the details are a bit less sharp for some unknown reason. Yes, it is not that eye pleasing, but it is not too bad either because every time I played BGMI, I got an average FPS of 85 to 90 FPS and I did not notice any frame drop or overheating issue in the Pad 7. So, this makes the tablet a good performing tablet for gamers. And wait, I know that some of you wonder if the Pad 7 supports ultra extreme settings in the newly launched super smooth mode. Well, the answer is no. The Pad 7 supports the maximum graphics of up to Extreme Plus only because this is a budget tablet, boss. What more can we expect, right? I personally love playing games on the Pad 7 rather than my other performance tablets because this tablet is lightweight and reaching controls is too easy. So it is a boon for both gamers as well as the people who love watching content on the tablet. The Pad 7 has something called as the Game Turbo mode, where you get that extra bit of performance and options such as automatic memory clearing and performance monitoring. You also get other options such as enhanced visuals, network speed boost, do not disturb, screen recording, screencasting, brightness adjustment, voice changer, timer, and much more. Mention the gaming feature you need, it's just there. Coming to the battery part, the Pad 7 has a massive 8850 mAh of battery. It easily gives you about 7 plus hours of screen time. And coming to the charger, it is supported by 45-watt fast charging and it takes about 1 hour 35 minutes to charge from 0 to 100%. Honestly, it could have been better. Coming to the sensors, you nearly get all the sensors such as compass, gyroscope, proximity, light sensor, GPS, etc. Since this tablet also has GPS in it, if you are a person who like to use bigger screens for navigation purposes, you are definitely going to like this tablet. Now there are two cameras on the Pad 7, which is a 13 megapixel camera on the back and an 8 megapixel camera on the front. Here are some photos captured with the Pad 7. Talking about the videos, you can capture 4K 30 FPS and 1080p 60 FPS using the back camera and 1080p 30 FPS using the front camera. And of course, you won't be roaming around shooting videos using a tablet, but of course, it's there. Also, you get a flashlight on the back, which is pretty surprising for a tablet. And another good feature is that you have a camera on indicator on the front, so you can know which apps are using your camera. I think that it is a very good feature and all the devices should have it. You can also buy other Xiaomi accessories for your Pad 7, such as the focus keyboard and the focus pen. It is what Xiaomi calls it. By the way, the keyboard is very similar to the Apple Smart Keyboard and can be easily connected using the pogo pins present on the backside of the tablet. And the good thing is that it is a backlit keyboard and the key travel is very nice. So it's definitely going to be fun typing on this keyboard. The keyboard also has a trackpad and NFC in it, which makes things much easier. Because with the trackpad, you can do all the gesture controls such as the split screen, take screenshots, etc. And with the NFC, you can share files in an instant just by tapping at the NFC area on the keyboard. And the stylus pen is pressure sensitive, and you can just talk it on the top of the tablet and it starts charging. So the final verdict is, if you're planning to buy this tablet on a budget, paying an additional 8,000 for the keyboard and another 6,000 for the pen will definitely be hard on your pockets. It's totally based on your preferences and needs. By the way, if you're interested in buying any of these products, I'll give the products links in the description below. Coming to the software part, the Xiaomi Pad 7 is powered by HyperOS 2.0 based on Android 15, which is crazy. Let me tell you why. You get multiple advanced features such as split screen mode, and you can use multiple applications at the same time. That is, you can use two applications in the split screen and also two more applications as a floating window. This is going to save a lot of time and effort off your hands. There is a dedicated workstation mode where the tablet will get converted into a mini computer in just a snap of your finger. The apps you open will get converted into windows the same way your computer does, and the multitasking just keeps on getting simpler and simpler. You get a dedicated app dock on the bottom of the screen where you can pin multiple applications of your choice. You can also drag an app from the dock and open it as a floating window. It's just simple as that. You also get multiple lock screens and themes which are customizable and also very beautiful. You can just click on the theme you need and customize the widget based on your liking. You also get multiple AI features such as Gemini integration, AI writing, AI eraser, AI photo enhance, live subtitles, etc. There are many more to be added in the future updates as well. Another feature is the Xiaomi ecosystem, where you have options such as interconnectivity. As I mentioned earlier, this is a Wi-Fi only tablet, but still you can make calls if you have a Xiaomi smartphone. You can also share files from your phone to tablet just by tapping on the NFC. You also get bunch of other features such as interconnectivity, home screen plus, which is basically the same as the screencasting. Now you also get other options such as notification sharing and clipboard sharing as well. How amazing is that? So if you ask me the conclusion of the Pad 7, I'd like to say just go for it, because especially in this price range you're getting such a powerhouse with a lot of features in it which no other tablets offer in this price range. So if you're looking for a tablet with such a performance and an all-rounder, just go for it. So that's it for today's video guys. I hope you all enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next video, which is going to be about another tablet which is basically the best performing Android tablet in the market until now. So make sure you hit that subscribe button and stay tuned till the next one.